Okay, I'm going to run through one of these problems in section 5.1 and on page 196, number 8. It is one of the practice problems, and it says solve each system of linear equations by making tables of values. Each variable x is a positive integer less than 6. So it gives me these two equations. And then it says to use x values, or the solution will be x values of positive integers less than 6. So that's why I filled out the tables the way they're filled out right now. The goal is to find a pair of numbers, an xy pair, in each table that is the same. Each x variable value is going to be placed in the equation in place of x, and then we're going to figure out what value of y makes it true. So if I put in 1 for x, 2 times x, 2 times 1 minus y equals 5, I have to figure out what y makes this true. If you need to during the solution of these equations, please remember that the number in front of y right now is understood to be a 1. So I'm going to put that in there just to help us keep track of completing this problem. So the first thing I'll do is the multiplication over here. So now I have 2 times 1 minus 1y equals 5, which gives me 2 minus 1y equals 5. So I will subtract 2 from both sides to solve this. I'll get negative 1y equals 3. Divide by negative 1, and I will get y equals negative 3. So when x is 1, when I put in 1 for x, y turns out to be negative 3. I can do the same thing with the next value. I can put in 2 for x, and I'll get 2 times 2 minus 1y equals 5, which is 4 minus 1y equals 5. Subtract 4 from both sides, and I will get negative 1y equals 1. Divide both sides by negative 1, and I get y equals negative 1. And I'll do that for both of these tables, both of these equations. And I'll fill out the entire table, and I can finish doing that. If I finish doing these calculations, I'll find that this is going to be 1, 3, and 5. And I'll go over here and I'll do the first one of these for you. I'll put in 1 for x. 2 times 1 plus y equals negative 1. 2 plus 1y equals negative 1. I put the 1 in front of the y here to keep track of the fact that I had to divide by negative 1 eventually. But here I'll just subtract by 2. I'll get y equals negative 3. I'll do the same thing here. 2 times 2 plus y equals negative 1. Now I put in 1. Got out negative 3. I'm going to put in 2. 4 plus 1 equals negative 1. Subtract 4 from both sides. I'll get y equals negative 5. And I could continue this table, and I'll get negative 7, negative 9, negative 11. But really what I could have done is stop earlier, because I see right here that they share this point. So the solution that fits both of these, and we call that the solution to the system of equations. Solution to system. And a system of equations is 2 or more equations in the same, plotted on the same plane. The solution to this system is 1, negative 3 because they share this point. As always, let me know if you need more help.